to the opening game of the 1991 NBA Finals. It's the Chicago Bulls out of the East against the Los Angeles Lakers out of the West in what should be an exciting best-of-7 series. But really, Clark, the story here is Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan facing each other in these finals.
Kevin, it really is the story. I mean, they've met only 12 times since Jordan joined Magic in the NBA back in 1984. Now it won't just be a one-on-one battle, but these two will be at the heart of everything. First, for the Lakers, the question is, how do you stop Jordan from pouring in basket after basket? I'm not sure they'll find an answer to that question.
Well, when it comes to Jordan, really, you can't look to stop him. You can only try to slow him down. But the other side of that equation, Clark, as you mentioned, is Magic Johnson, and he'll cause a lot of matchup problems for the Chicago defense.
And it starts, Kevin, with his size. I mean, he's so tall and talented with the ball, and he's a driving force of the offense. I mean, he runs the Laker offense. Chicago will probably end up putting a bigger guard on him, and then he'd probably look to eat up the smaller guards in the post. We might actually get to see the Jordan-Magic matchup because of that. But even if that isn't the case, you can expect them to try to one-up each other, not every trip down the floor, but throughout the game.
This has the makings of Clark, I think, a fantastic NBA Finals.
I'm right with you there, partner.
Let's swing it over to Doris Burke.
Well, as usual, when one team has significant rest, there is a question about rust. 6 days off for the Bulls, who haven't played since Monday, while the Lakers are rested but have played on Thursday. I asked Coach Phil Jackson about this, and he said they are going to have to look to rebuild momentum a little bit, but the camaraderie is still there. Sounds like he's a bit concerned about his team's sharpness in this one. We'll see how it plays, guys.
Great stuff in the layup. They trail by 1. Johnson outside, and stolen by Jordan. And he jams it in beautifully. You know, Clark, thinking more about Perkins, with Worthy hurting, they need him to be a big factor.
Well, you think...
Here's Paxson, not on the scoreboard yet. Not that you would expect much different, but Magic Johnson was huge in that Game 6.
25 points, and he did an outstanding job of carrying the offense. He also had 11 boards and 8 assists too, Kevin.
So with Pippen sitting on the bench.
What he does, I mean, he's such a terrific player, and he's had to carry a little more of the load this time around, and he's been more than up to the task so far.
Here's Perkins, and there's another one for the Lakers. Here's Armstrong. 1:58 left in the half. Here's Pippen. Hits the 15-footer. Pippen's got his second basket. Here are the Lakers with the ball. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Smith against Armstrong. Here's Worthy. Sinks the open shot. Worthy's got 8. You think back to the last game of the Detroit series, and Jordan was just a huge factor.
Yeah, he was very much on top of his game. 11 of 17 shooting, 29 points. And that...
Cartwright against Worthy. Here's Divac. Scottie Pippen grabs the miss.
Both teams really matching up well on the board. We got ourselves a pretty good game here, Kevin.
And I agree, not only matching up, the Bulls leading by 3. Pippen kicks to Jordan. And here is Grant over Perkins. Again, Chicago.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
Johnson against Paxson. Johnson kicks to Perkins. Baseline jumper. Shot no good. Now Chicago takes it the other way.
It's really not the kind of performance that his team needs from here in this quarter.
Pippen. And again, it's the Bulls.
Worried about him on both ends. And he's going to be worn out trying to keep up with and chase Michael Jordan around. But if he can do his job on defense, I don't think it really matters as much if he scores or not.
And the Lakers. Here's Scott. He's got 5. The alley-oop. Beautiful alley-oop finish. 7 points in the game.
Those two are...
Here's Johnson. Livingston is out there with Cartwright. And it's Michael Jordan. There's B.J. Armstrong. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Armstrong against Johnson. He's covered by Armstrong. Shoots! And the shot is good from Johnson. Johnson's got his second bucket of the game to go. The Bulls leading by 7. Looking at Scottie Pippen, Clark, he's a huge reason why the Bulls are here in their first NBA Finals.
Yeah, I really think he's the most important reason. I mean, we know all about Jordan, but the play of Scottie Pippen. He made the jump to being an all-star this year. He's averaging over 17 points a game, chipping in with assists and rebounds and excellent defense and steals. He's been an all-around force and a tremendous compliment to Michael Jordan.
Nice shot by Smith. Here's Armstrong. Outside Jordan. Cartwright. It's tipped.
He just lost another one, Kevin. I mean, he's really having a difficult time seeing the defense here.
Smith's shot is good. You're right, Clark. He's not seeing the defense well here.
No, he's not reacting at all. And you hate to see that. I mean, it's tough, but he's a pro, and I think he'll be fine. It's just kind of tough to see right now.
Here's Pippen, and good with the shot. And the whistle blows for the contact and a chance for one more.
He's starting to pick up his game in this half.
Horace Grant, he's checked in for the Bulls.
Looking at the game Pippen has been having, he has 11 points, then he's buried 1 3-pointer in the course of this game. His defense has been equal to his offense today, and both have been great.
Lakers trailed by 5. And here is Scott. Cartwright snatches the rebound.
He's got to break out of this slump if his team wants a chance to win.
Grant the pass to Cartwright. Armstrong. Down low, goes up, takes it up. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. And the Bulls lead by 7. And it's the Lakers' ball. 7-point differential. The open shot by Worthy. And it's Jordan with the rebound.
I think he's really starting to lose confidence in his shot. Those misses are getting to him.
These Bulls can really get out and run, Clark.
That's really the strength of their game in my mind. They have 2 wingmen in Jordan and Pippen who can finish like nobody else. And they've got enough guys that can handle the ball where it makes getting a fast break going easy for this Bulls team.
A shot's good from Worthy. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're winning by 5. 2:25 left in the 4th. Chicago making some changes. Will Purdue's checked in for Cartwright. And it's Paxson in for B.J. Armstrong. And the Lakers making a change here. Here's Paxson. 2:24 left in the game. Deflects the pass. And the shot is good from Johnson.
Excellent defense, and the steal earns them a quick bucket in transition.
It's 1-on-1. Here's Scott. He's picked up by Jordan. Now here's Johnson. Outside Worthy. With a step back, Pippen grabs the rock.
Well, it's hard to believe that we're at this point in the game, and he still hasn't registered a single point.
Jacks up the triple. The shot's good from Paxson.
Now, there isn't much that the defense can do to stop them in this half, Kevin. I mean, they're scoring with relative ease. Everything is flowing nicely. The ball movement, the player movement, the passes are right in the shooting pocket. I mean, that's excellent offense.
Bill Carter, he's checked in for Will Purdue. And the Lakers making a change here. Here's Johnson. Guarded by Paxson. Worthy backing down. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one. Good on the first, and that brings them within 5. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Kevin, that's what you expect from him. When the pressure's at its highest, the game on the line, that That's when he's at his best.
It's Scott on the wing, guarded by Jordan. Driven against Johnson. James Worthy on the wing.
He's just so clutch. Here's a guy you want on your side with the game on the line, Kevin.
One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And I love the unselfish. It's a joy to watch.
Grant with the ball. From deep. Scott is on it.
They've done a great job of controlling the boards in this one, Kevin.
Less than 1 minute left. Outside Worthy. Tipped. Here's Johnson. Ties it up. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. The score is tied at 47. 42 seconds left to the fourth. Here's Paxson. Now Divac. It stays here. Here's Paxson. Grant inside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Scott against Paxson. Scott the pass to Johnson. Guarded by Pippen. The open shot by Worthy. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Here's Cartwright. A steal. Here's Worthy. Ooh, off target. He got it up in time, but the potential game winner won't drop. Time expires. The fourth quarter was not enough in overtime to start with the jump ball. The Bulls win the tip-off to begin overtime. And it's Johnson picking him up. Jordan can't connect on the quick shot to take the lead. Again, Worthy missing. And it's the Bulls with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. It's Pippen on the wing. Shot is off, and the Lakers go with it the other way. Johnson against Paxson. Johnson kicks to Perkins. From about 19 feet, banks it in.
When he gets it going like this, you've got to double team it. That's your only hope.
Chicago trailing here. Pass to Pippen. Jordan's up, and it's Jordan sailing it down.
Boy, he's so graceful, so smooth when he takes it strong to the rim like that.
You know, Clark, you can pretty much always depend on him for those kinds of plays.
Yeah, graceful and powerful.
Sure. On the wing, Scott. Again, low to defense. He's against Cartwright. From about 16, and Magic Johnson the bucket on the assist by Divac.
Inside, outside, Kevin, I love it. He drew the D in, and he kicked it out to the open man.
Back to Pippen, cuts off the pass. Here's Scott. Basket is good, the assist from Johnson.
These clubs have been lighting up the scoreboard all game long.
Scott against Jordan. Pockets the three ball.
He's just so gifted offensively. He's a tough guy to match up with.
And the Lakers call time here. They're in front by one. 1:24 left in overtime. Here's Johnson. Guarded by Paxson. Here's Johnson. Shot's good.
He's really one of the big reasons why they have the lead now. They're playing an extremely efficient game. It's fun to watch.
Here's Jordan with authority.
Look how he posed on the rim for a few seconds after that one. That's never going to endear you to your opponent. They don't like that kind of
No,
stuff.
he was enjoying that one so much he didn't want to let go.
Yeah, I think he's throwing salt in the wound there.
The Lakers in the lead. Johnson with it. Guarded by Paxson. Pulls up. High post. Johnson can't hit.
Well, you know, it hasn't been much of a contest under the boards, Kevin. They're pulling the ball down. They're controlling that area of the game.
Dumps it off. It's tipped. Here are the Lakers. They lead by 1. Goes up. It's rebounded by Paxson. Inside.
Oh, that's much in the clutch. They needed that one.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're down by 1. 27 seconds left in overtime. Here's Scott. He dumps it off. Here's Johnson. Guarded by Paxson. On the wing, Scott. Clock at 4. Divac. He's guarded by Cartwright. 2 seconds left. Shot's good by Divac. Chicago calls timeout. They're behind by 1. 3 seconds left in overtime. Clark, what are your thoughts?
They have enough time here to drive to the hoop. Unless they get a wide open jumper, that's what they should do. Because even if you miss, they're more likely to get to the foul line.
Outside Jordan.
Oh, what a great steal. That's a big time play there.
And so there's the intentional foul. Still got to foul him for a second time to get into the penalty and send him to the strike.
They needed to take that foul to stop the clock. That clock is not their friend at this stage of the game.
And there's the intentional foul. The first one, and that'll put him up by 2. Perfect from the line, and it's a 3-point ball game.
Taking full advantage of the charity stripe here, stretching that margin to 3.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're losing by 3 in overtime. Mark, what do you think?
Well, the odds are stacked against them here. You don't have enough time to catch and shoot, so you really have to try to get an alley-oop converted or hope you draw the foul.
And that's the end of it. The Lakers steal game 1 here in Chicago and take the early lead in the series 1-0.